Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Louisa. This is my second time going live, and I just wanted to see how it looks, how it feels, because I love to interact and to be just to be with you. And let's see how it goes. So today we're talking all about belly dance and feminine energy. I am a dancer. I've been dancing basically my whole life, and I started off dancing ballet since I was 3 years old. And when I was a little girl, I just wanted to be a ballerina. That was my dream. That was my ultimate vision for my life. I love ballet. I would go to the ballet school, um, I think 4 or 5 times a week. And I used to even go on Sunday mornings, and it just always made me feel like it was church. It was like such a beautiful experience. So then when I was put basically I wanted to work hard to go on the professional track and become a professional ballerina. Then when I was 12 years old, my teacher came to me and she told me I would never make it as a dancer. She told me my hips were too big. I would never make it. And now I have, African blood, right? I have ancestry, Mississippi. So, yes, my hips are big. So, what happens in the ballet world is they want everyone to look pretty much the same. They have to have like a long, it's a line. They want your body to look like a line and look elongated. So, if you have any type of curve, you're gonna stand out. So she told me I'm too curvy, hips are too big at 12 years old, crushed my dreams. And it was incredibly hard. It was incredibly hard. But then I went on to continue dancing in different genres and things like that. I never, um, in the moment, I let go of it, but never in my life did I let go of it in my heart. Never did I give up. I just wanted to dance. And then again in college, I got into Howard University through the dance program. And in the dance program, again, it was like my sophomore year. They told me I will never make it as a dancer, that I should stop, that I should do something else. And that crushed me. I think I spent the whole summer super depressed. But eventually, I decided that I didn't need a degree in dance to be a dancer, that I just needed to dance. So I joined the Afro-Cuban company, and the rest is history. But what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about belly dancing, specifically about your feminine energy and how sacred belly dancing is. So when I found belly dancing, because I had been rejected from the dance world, I really wanted to find like Afro-Cuban dance and belly dance, these more indigenous dances that accepted various body types. I wanted to be embraced for my curviness. Was really looking for any form of dance where I could use my hips because I have really big hips and I don't want to hide them. I want to use them. And so when I came into the belly dancing space, it was all about the hips. It's all about the pelvis. It's all about these movements. And so the movements of belly dancing is very much in the feminine because you are moving your hips, your belly. You are, in essence, you are mimicking the feminine aspect of nature. So, like the wave of the ocean, you do the wave in your hips. Um, Even like the shimmies you can think about when a breeze goes through a rose bush and it trembles. All of these aspects of feminine energy that you see in nature is what you bring to the dance and what you bring to belly dance. I've had many teachers. One of my teachers taught us that if when you learn the technique of belly dancing and you learn how to move your body in that way, it's actually showing people what heaven looks like. So you ascend, you transform from your human form into a goddess, because belly dance and the technique, the lower half of your body is grounding down. We often use a soft plie, which means a soft bend in our knees. And so your bottom half of your body is grounding into the ground. And then from the waist up, you are lifted. So you have this lift. You know how belly dancers always seem to have like a this lift. You lift up, but your shoulders are down, but that lift is now moving, towards the heavens. So you have this goddess energy of you're grounded, you have roots going down into the ground, but you also have this ascension into the heavens and contact with the heavens. So you're just a conduit of both worlds. That is the technique. So I went on to study belly dancing, but once I had my first child, I came into this yearning to want to know deeper into the dance, wanting to know more of the spiritual aspect of the dance. Because I had my own dance studio. I know I've told this story before, I'm going to say it again. I had my own dance studio in Brooklyn, and every single Saturday, I would teach this stretch class. I call it sensual stretch, where you just really open your hips and you get really sensual and graceful, and it's a beautiful class. And I would also teach belly dancing. And so it would be like the same women. We would come and we would dance together. After class, we would get something to eat or we would hang out, we would talk. It was like a beautiful community. And once, we would go, I think it was like for months and months and months, it was like the same people dancing. One woman was trying to conceive for 8 years. We danced together and put her in the center. So, yes, belly dance activates fertility because she actually conceived. Not only did she conceive, it was five of us, five of us that got pregnant at the same time. So I knew there's something way more to this dance. I wanted to learn. I did research, but everything was very much on the surface. So there is belly dancing that is for the stage, and you learn the dance to prepare for a performance. And I love performing. I'm a performer. I respect the craft, I respect the technique, and I love it. But there's also the roots of belly dancing. And the roots of belly dancing is not for the stage. Its purpose is not for the stage. It has purpose, deep, deep purpose to activate, to cultivate, and respect your body, your femininity, and the feminine essence of your body. So this dance encapsulates femininity, and it's able to, in a very potent way, transfer that feminine essence to those who are taught. So it's able to transfer to the younger generations. The dance is deeply, deeply feminine. And their practices. So I got my first baby, and that's when I found my teacher, Maya Louisa, who is a Palestinian Lebanese birth worker, and she taught me the roots of belly dance. She taught me the real way that belly dance is used in her culture. And so it is used also like to pass on feminine rites of passage. So, for example, let's say that, and how beautiful would this be, right? Let's say that you have your sisters, you have your mom, you have all the women in your community, and every month you get together You gather and you just dance and you just be together and you dance together, eat together, celebrate belly dancing together. Anytime that a young girl would start her first cycle, so she has her first period, she would then be invited into the dance. She would then receive her first hip scarf. How beautiful is that? And she's invited to dance with the women because now she has ascended into another level of womanhood, another expression of her femininity and her fertility, her ability to give forth life when she's ready. But it teaches her about her body, it teaches her to love and cherish her body. So she would be given a hip scarf and she would be invited to dance and then afterwards given something very sweet to eat. So it's like a celebration of femininity. And I think that's so beautiful. I wish that was not how my first cycle went at all. So I think these are beautiful traditions that we can definitely look at and be inspired by for the young women in our life to be invited into the circle to celebrate her body, to celebrate her femininity. So, with the fertility, if a woman is having some obstacles conceiving, she would then be invited into the dance and should be in the center. And women would dance around her. And when women get together, the hormones sync up, among other things. But the movements of belly dancing, it actually brings more oxygenated blood to your womb space. It allows more elasticity. It allows more of the emotions to be released. So if there's any blockages of trauma, any blockages of just emotions, it allows that to be released. So it's more movement in the reproductive organs, both psychic movement, spiritual movement, emotional movement, and then also the actual circulation of blood and of nutrients there. So that activates your fertility if that's what you want. So beautiful. The dance is also used in childbirth. So at the actual during your pregnancy, which I always have done, like in my last pregnancy, was you dance with your baby. You dance with your baby in the amniotic fluid. It's a chance for you to connect with your body. If you've ever gone through pregnancy, might at sometimes feel like overwhelmed by the overtaken by the hormones, overwhelmed by just the experience. It can be overwhelming. And so when you do this dance, it helps you to connect with your baby, connect with your growing body, be more accepting of the expansiveness and just a chance to really connect with your body, your breath, and your baby. And that's what we need once we get to the time of birth. So it's like through the pregnancy, you're dancing with the baby, and then you practicing being present in your body when it's time to give birth, because that is the ultimate thing, is you want to be present for your body to know where and when and how to push, how to open, and all of those things. So that's the way the dance is used in pregnancy. And then at the time of birth, during the early stages of labor, you dance, you do these movements, you dance your baby down, you connect with your body. And it's such a fluid way. Babies love rhythm. Babies love rhythm. And so as you're dancing, you're moving the baby down, you're allowing the body to expand and to open. You get out of your head. You've been in labor, it's a lot going on. And so it's just a beautiful way to support you in labor. And then, you dance the baby out. But in the hips, in the pelvis is your feminine essence. And so a lot of us are spending a lot of time sitting in front of our computers and things like that, being very um, stationary. And so that can make a very stuck energy in the pelvic region. And what you want to do is you want to expand and you want to open in this way. You want to make your hips and pelvis very present. That presence and brings more aliveness to your feminine essence. It brings more of you present. It brings more of your body presence, which is very enticing to the masculine. That's actually what he's looking for. It's extremely magnetic. A woman who is comfortable in her body, especially in the hips and pelvis, where she's able to just move in a way that's not like, it's not like, ooh, baby, baby, look at me. It's not like a desperate, thirsty energy. It's more of like a present comfortability, and it's your seat of power. And so, as we learn this dance, as we learn belly dancing, as we learn and bring more fluidity in our body, we actually bring more fluidity in our life. You'll see it coincides. It's never just one thing. When you bring that fluidity in your body, you're bringing a stronger nervous system, more open hips. The emotions are just flowing through. They're not stuck. You're not like, throwing your emotions everywhere, but they're able to move through, and you just have more presence. So there is belly dance for the stage that will teach you technique, and it'll teach you very much about how to be an amazing performer. But then there's sacred belly dance, and sacred belly dance is the dance that you do for you. It's like it's just a way for your feminine essence, your soul, to just emit and just flow out of you and just express all that she is unapologetically. The fluidity, the queen, the goddess energy. It just allows you to be in that space, to embody that in your body, in your cells, all of that. And that is truly, truly magnetic. It just is very powerful, because I can talk about feminine energy. People talk about feminine energy all day, but when you embody it in your body, you're moving in this way. You're moving with the fluidity. You're inviting the fluidity in your body. Then you get to experience it. And that is the true transformation, because you experience your femininity, and then the world experiences you differently because they're experiencing your feminine nature. They're like, ooh, what have you been doing? What you been up to? They're gonna ask you, what you been doing? It's very subtle, but yet it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. I absolutely love belly dancing. I teach belly dancing. I teach a class once a month in New York City. So if you're in New York City, you want to come to this class. It's sacred belly dance in a beautiful space. I'll put the link for the class. I'm teaching this Saturday, but I'll also give you my newsletter, so you can sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll know all of my future classes, all of my future workshops every time I pop out and teach this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful class. I think you will enjoy it. I know you will. And if you have any questions, let me know. But thank you. I'm going to see how this live stream situation feels. But I teach live anyway, so it's nice to show up in this way. And if you see any of my old videos, you know that I don't edit them, so I might as well just do a live with you, right? Yes. So have a beautiful day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.